is Coach Eddie Raines, a Whitmire native who spent 32 years in education, holding numerous positions as a teacher, administrator, both elementary and high school campuses, plus positions at district office. However, the role he cherished most was that role of Coach Raines. He coached at Wagner High School 66 to 67, Winsboro High School 2 different stints from 67 to 76, and then again 77 to 87, and at Chapin High School 76 to 77. Posting a career record of 310 wins and 144 losses. His Winsboro teams participated in 2 state championship games in 1972 and 1973, plus advanced to the upper state final on 3 more occasions, 74, 79, and 84. He also advanced to the lower state championship 1 time. Over his career, Coach Raines' teams won 6 conference titles and finished runner-up 7 times. That success led him to be voted Conference Coach of the Year on 5 separate occasions. In 1978, Coach Raines was elected as head coach of North-South All-Star Squad. One of Coach Raines' passion was improving the quality of coaching in our state. He was a charter member of the South Carolina Basketball Coaches Association and served as the area representative that inaugural year. Continued his role as an ambassador for high school basketball since retiring in 1998. Coach Raines has served as a member of the prestigious Beach Ball Classic Committee for 28 years. His role as chairman of the All-Tournament Selection Team, worked with former coaches John Smith, Shea Rollins, Jim Sugar, Homer Caraway, Hall of Fame referee Jack Tiller. As a side note, Coach Raines also was 1-0 in his college career at Newberry College when he and his brother Irby had to fill in for Coach Neil Gordon, I guess was ejected on Eddie. Coach Raines forwarded some college opportunities but felt more stable lifestyle was best for his family. And he knows he cannot be successful without the honor being passed out to his former players, fellow coaches, and his #1 assistant coach, his wife Eunice. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer Eddie Raines.
Close to the mic. I'm going to make this real quick for you. I got some thank you notes. Well, first of all, I want to thank the head man. Secondly, I want to thank my family because they invented the saying all-in. Dabo didn't invent that. My family invented that. I have 2 heroes that I grew up with in life. They were called my brothers. Birdie, who won state championship at Whitmire, he passed away. He should be in this Hall of Fame. And my brother Junior, who is still the winningest baseball coach in South Carolina, is at the table with me tonight. I want to thank all my players because any player that ever put a jersey on for me shares this award. This is their award, not just my award. I want to thank all my fellow coaches. It's an honor to be inducted with the 3 that I've been inducted with. I want to thank the South Carolina Basketball Coaches Association because it was a dream when we started out in a little hotel over here with George Clem, George Bean, Carl Williams, and me, and a couple more. So this is what it's grown to. Most of all, I want to thank my wife. I know she's my #1 assistant because all the players used to call her Mrs. Coach Raines. And I got 2 stories for you really quick. The All-Star game. I was elected as head coach of the All-Star game. Never served as assistant. Why, I don't know. They couldn't find anybody, I guess. I chose a coach that was at a little 2A high school to be my assistant with the North Squad. And I had a young assistant with me at Winsboro, and I said, you can go along for the ride because it ain't going to cost you anything. And I got nasty letters, and y'all, you younger people don't know what letters are. Y'all call it email all day. TikTok or whatever all that stuff is. But we got letters saying, oh, wait, we should have picked so-and-so at the 4A school, so-and-so. I did a pretty good job. The guy that I picked was from Great Falls, South Carolina. He's probably the winningest coach in the state of South Carolina, named John Smith. And the other little assistant that I drug around and brought home with me, he's got a court named after him up here in Irmo, South Carolina, called Tim Whipple. I think he's been there 40 years, and he's won a few games also. I knew I wasn't smart enough to keep him, so that's why he went on to his success. The accomplishments that we have tonight is not ours. It's our players, it's our family, it's everybody that's involved in this. And I want you young people, all you players know tonight, to know one thing. There are a lot of people sacrifice things for me to be here tonight. Be on this stage, for Zan to be on the stage, for Frank to be on the stage. They sacrifice. Now, you young people, there are people out there that you need to thank before you leave here tonight or when you get back to school. It might be your mom, your dad, a teacher, a preacher, a coach. You're not where you're at just because of what you did. You're at where you're at because people helped get you there. That's why I'm standing here. The last thing I want to tell you, I've carried around for about 50-something years a little quote. And some of you older people will laugh at this, but I got it out of Dear Annie. I've lived by this all my life. I don't even think my great family right here, all my grandkids are all sitting here, my sweet wife, my brother, them. I don't think anybody's ever seen this but me. This is what I live by. I want you to challenge you to live by this. Confidential. There's only one way to succeed. You got to want it. It's a do-it-yourself project all the way. You can't borrow the ambition, the perseverance, the self-confidence it takes to become a success. Above all, you got to want to so passionately that nothing and no one can discourage you. God bless everybody. Thank you for having me.